Hey everybody, there's something that I want to address before we start today's video, and I don't mean to start off a video in a really bad mood or get people sad, but I'm sure you guys have noticed, like if you follow me on like Instagram or TikTok or Twitch or anything like that, I'm sure you've noticed I've been distant over like the past week, and there's a reason for it. There's been a death in the family, and very unexpected. No one saw it coming. And Jess, my fiance, had to witness and deal with a lot of it, like firsthand a lot of it. He ended up passing a couple days ago, and so I was starting to edit this video like a week ago, and that happened, so I put it all on hold. And I had to be there for Jess and her family and part of my family now too. I've been with her for 6 years, and I had to put everything on hold. And you know, instead of spending hours behind a computer doing something, I needed to be with her and her family to comfort them the best I can. So I apologize for the wait and all the uploads and the inactivity on all my other platforms. But there's a reason for it. And there's something else I want to say too, guys. Like I said, this was a very, very unexpected thing. No one saw this coming, and her family and like I was there, and we all discussed this kind of thing yesterday night, like last night. We had like a huge like family talk. You know, the whole like coming to Jesus talks that everybody has every once in a while, where like two people or like a family get together and just let it all out. So, well, that's what happened last night at her grandma's house. There was like 15 people there, and we all had chance to talk and let each other know how we're feeling. And it was really nice to see some stuff that like one side of the family had resentment for to the other side of the family, and vice versa. And like after last night, I think a lot of this stuff is going to be resolved. All this like resentment and like these like deep regrets that like all it took was a night like this to where everybody could get around and just let it all out, when they spent years and years and years just not liking each other, when really all it could take is a talk. So if you have any beef or quarrels, or you know, something that you just want to get off your chest, just let the person know, whether it's your significant other, a family member, a friend. Honestly, just let the person know, because you're gonna feel a lot better, and both people are gonna feel a lot better when you can get stuff like that off your chest. It's unfortunate that this family needed a death in the family to get this talk to happen. But if it's one positive that we can look at all this, it's that I think the family as a whole is going to get better. So if you have anybody that you have an issue with or something you want to get off your chest, let it out, let it happen, because again, this was very unexpected, and you never know when someday would be your last. So I'm sorry that we start off the video like this, and but I want to get this off my chest and let you guys all know that, you know, if there's anything you guys have to say, just, you know, you can always tell me or talk to me. My DMs on Insta, my comment section, whatever, are always open. But you need to ultimately talk to the person that you have an issue with, or you want to say something you never got to say before, because you'll feel a lot better. So sorry about all that. Let's get into the video, and hope you guys all have a good day. Love you all. Oh my god, I finally did it! Today, I finally found what's in Smoke's canister here at Rainbow Six Siege. Man, I really wish I could start a video off like that and not have it not be a lie and have that statement actually be true. So, unfortunately, I didn't find what's in Smoke's canister. Now, whatever is in the canister, it affects the respiratory system like crazy, and the more you're exposed to it, like the more seconds you're exposed to it, you will just eventually die. So this stuff that's in there is really bad. So I didn't find what's in the canister, but I do have some truly interesting lore about Smoke that you guys might want to know about. Hey, if you're Smoke main, or you like the operator, or hey, you just want to find out more about your favorite operators here in Rainbow Six Siege, stick around the video because I got a good one for you. Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and in this operator lore video, we're going to take a look at Smoke. We're going to take a look at his past, his present, and uncover some of the secrets and some of the discoveries we find out in his lore that got him to where he is today, a valued member here to Team Rainbow. Now, if you're new to this series, this is where I go in depth and I look into the bio and the lore of our favorite operators here at Rainbow Six Siege, and we take a look, see if we can find any interesting facts or history behind these operators that the vast majority of the player base doesn't know about. And you guys do decide what operator to do next. You can do so by leaving a comment down below, messaging me on Instagram, TikTok, or throwing it in the Twitch chat when I'm streaming, or really, I mean, yeah, you guys decide who I do next. So get on typing, tell me who to do next. And did you know Smoke was a boxer? If you want to find out about that story, stay tuned in the video. Okay, so with all of this intro out of the way, let's get into this spicy video. So as always, we start with Smoke's real name, which is actually James Porter. So Smoke was actually born in London, England on May 14th, 1981, making him 38 years old as of today. Now, did you know that when Siege was in like its alpha stages and wasn't released yet, Smoke's actual birthday was May 14th, 1990, but for some reason they changed it to 1981 upon the release of Siege. I don't particularly know why they made the change to his birthday, like right after the release. It probably has something to do with like all the achievements and all the stuff that he did in his bio needed to match up with his age, and there was probably some issue there, so they probably made him a little bit older to match where all the certifications he acquired and all the operations he did kind of matches what like a normal person would have in like their age of their life. Now, Smoke is the only operator out of all the SAS to actually be born in London. I thought that was actually kind of interesting, to be honest. So Smoke weighs 1.73 meters and 70 kilograms, or for us stubborn Americans who don't conform to all the other stuff, he's actually 5'6", 154 pounds. So I know everybody gives crap to Mozzie about being so short, but man, I mean, you know, hey, Smoke's pretty short too. I mean, 5'6", that's definitely not a tall person. I mean, you know, I'm sorry for all you short guys out there, but like, you know, 5'6" isn't very tall. People need to stop harping about Mozzie. Smoke's short too. And actually, it's funny. My last operator lore video was Mozzie, and I made fun of his height a lot. So I'm actually one of the people who made fun of his height. I'm sorry, Mozzie. I'm sorry, Smoke's short too. Can we just take a look at this little piece of hair right here? Let me zoom in right here. Let me zoom in right here. Just look at that. Why does this little piece of hair keep on plaguing me throughout every single one of my videos and my streams? I don't know what it is. No matter how much product I put in, no matter how much I mess with my hair, this little piece right here will always show up. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't know what to do. I can't figure out how to get this little piece of hair to stop going across my face like this. I'm sorry you guys had to sit there and watch this little piece of hair ruin my whole soliloquy right there. So we actually don't get a lot of info about Smoke's parents, or really a lot about his like younger childhood, how many siblings he has or anything. So a lot of that is just stuff we're just not gonna be able to cover. But what we do know is that Smoke was a really bad student, actually. Like when he was in public schools, he didn't do very good, but he did have a huge interest in science. Although he was doing really poorly in all of his classes, the faculty of the schools and his parents really pushed for him to be homeschooled so they could better hone in on some of his learning strategies. He eventually became homeschooled, had tutors, and had some field science experiences as well. Now, this is where Smoke's mind was able to take off with his best learning strategies, and he really did become a truly smart person. Now, learning information the way he wanted to, not what the public schools wanted to, he started to get a vast expansion of knowledge when it comes to chemistry, biology, and math, his real strong suits. Now, he was easily smarter than like any of his peers back in the public school systems. Now, of course, Smoke just can't be a normal person and be really smart and be nice and follow rules. No, he has to be a troublemaker, of course, too. And the first experience we get in his bio and I saw online about him being a troublemaker is he actually made a fake ID to join the British Army. So after basic training, he was stationed at the Belfast Army Base. Now, there really wasn't much going on there right now due to the March 2007 treaty, which really led this area in in like a time of peace. Now Smoke found this to be truly boring, and he had nothing to do, so he did what any other smart person would do. He started boxing. Yeah, he actually joined the British Army's boxing team and represented his base as a middleweight. Now he actually became quite good and was like a household name around the base as like a pro boxer. Now, like I said earlier, James Porter, or Smoke, really hated being told what to do. So some aspects of Army life he really hated, like being told what to do, the strict code, policies, procedures for the Army life. Now, there's also some parts of the Army that he actually really did. Oh, I just hit the shit out of my mic. Now, there's actually some parts of the Army that he really did like as well, where like his training, his experiences, which can also fuel his IQ and make him a better soldier. Now, of course, he was often yelled at for breaking the rules and whatnot, but his superiors quickly realized that Smoke really is a truly gifted person when it comes to like innovation and strategies in combat. They were so impressed with him that they pushed him from the British Army into the SAS. Now, with a career in the SAS, it finally came time for Smoke to be officially invited to join Team Rainbow. Now, of course, Smoke gladly accepted the invitation and immediately went to the interview process with Harry, director of Team Rainbow. Now, during the interview, Harry noticed that James Porter, or Smoke, was like detached. He goes on to explain that Smoke is often described as a detached human when it comes to like stressful situations like combat or like post-combat scenarios. Now, people really do worry about him, but Harry kind of thinks of it as another way. He doesn't necessarily think him as a detached person, like when it comes like a person who's detached from reality. He kind of more thinks of it as like a focused person instead. Like Smoke is really focused on the objective. He's not really thinking about anything else, his surroundings. He just focused on one thing, the objective. Now, Smoke tells Harry that like one of his favorite things to do is to go to live music events like concerts or small bands where he feels like he can really be at home. And this is where he feels the most at ease, the most relaxed, and truly happy is when he goes to these live music events. These probably really help with the tensions in his mind when it comes to the really high stress situation Smoke is put into day in and day out. Now, Harry also discloses that he told Smoke that he knows that Smoke got into a kind of bad science experiment accident back in his in his homeschool days before he joined the Army. Smoke had, I guess, like a science experiment that went wrong and kind of left him physically altered, like some physical scars on his body. Now, we don't see any of these scars on his in-game player model. I bet you if Ubisoft were to make like a new customizable skin or anything like that like maybe if it like revealed more of his skin, we might be able to see where this disfigurement on his body is. Now, also, this is where we find out where Smoke has an adopted daughter. That's right, yeah. Smoke has a daughter. Smoke's a dad. That's kind of cool, actually. Now, Smoke shows Harry one picture. He just picks up the picture, he shows it to Harry, and Harry describes it as a baby that is surrounded by so much dangerous paraphernalia around it in the picture. Now, Smoke goes on to say to Harry that, yes, I know this picture doesn't look good and there's a lot of stuff in that, but Smoke told him that his daughter's in high school now and is actually in the public school system, you know, the same system that Smoke really hated in his life. Now, through her, he sees the world in new ways. Now, Smoke's device evaluation was done with actually him and Legion. Now, every time an operator joins Team Rainbow, their gadget or ability needs to be evaluated by another member to ensure its like reliability and efficiency. Now, Smoke demanded that if he was to join Team Rainbow and get his gadget evaluated, that he needs to be there on site in presence every single time his gadget needed to be evaluated or looked at for anything. It really is a huge secret. I know it's a meme of what's in the canister, but like, no, dude, this guy, Smoke, James Porter, he really doesn't want anybody to know what's in there. Like, anybody. Can I please know? Smoke. If you're watching, man, can you please tell me what's in the canister so I can go tell people? Actually, you know what? I won't even tell people. Can you just tell me what's in there? I want to know. I'm freaking out. Now, the Compound Z8 grenade is a truly amazing device. It's very deadly too, with the ability to be remotely detonated and stick to ceilings and walls. It has the ability to really shut down any area that the enemy squad would want to push through. So Smoke actually had a really huge role on keeping one of the members of Team Rainbow to stay here in Team Rainbow, and that person is Maestro. Now, without getting too much into detail, because I'm probably going to do a Maestro lore video in the future, and I want to save content for that and keep you guys hooked so you guys, you know, subscribe and stay watching. Now, Smoke started teaching boxing lessons to Maestro in an attempt to keep him interested in not leaving. So word got around that Maestro wasn't really happy with his role or what he was doing in Team Rainbow, and he was looking to leave. So Harry caught wind of this, and he knows that Maestro is an aspiring boxer. He was kind of like an amateur back in his younger days, so he thought that Smoke could be a good mentor to him when it comes to boxing, so that way Maestro has something, a goal, and something to look forward to in the future, making him more apt to stay. Now, I'm just gonna leave that little story there because I don't want to get too far into it, because another operator plays a huge role in this too, and I want to save this for the Maestro video I might do later. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know if you guys like this video. Did you think it was cool that Smoke made a fake ID just to join the military? Or are you like me and just want to find out what's in the damn canister? You can do all of that by leaving a comment down below. Now, as always, make sure to follow me on all my platforms: Insta, Twitch, new one, TikTok. The TikTok's doing really well. Highly suggest you follow me over there. Also, make sure to join the Discord server so you never have to solo queue again. We have like 140, almost 150 people who all play Siege. Most of us play Siege. A lot of PC players are here. We need some more Xbox and PlayStation players. So all you console people, if you're watching this video, hop on the Discord right now, join the server. Link for the Discord server is going to be in the description. Help out your fellow console people and find some new people to play with so you never have to solo queue again. And as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications if you're new. Now, with all that being said, Jeppy out!